If you've ever read an MBA essay that felt powerful, grounded, and real, one that made you wish you can write something so great yourself, there's a good chance it didn't start as a writing task. It probably started as a question, or more accurately, a whole bunch of questions. The most compelling MBA candidates I've worked with don't just sit down and start writing their essays. They do the deeper work first, asking the right questions, finding the right stories, and understanding what their substance is all about. Questions like what shaped me? When have I been challenged and grown? What do I believe in and where did that belief come from? They don't do this to be poetic. They do it because they know the best MBA essays don't just inform, they reveal. That kind of storytelling doesn't happen by accident. It's built over time in a very intentional way. That's why inside MBA ABC, one of the first things I help you create is something I call your narrative vault, a personal archive of raw material you draw from throughout your entire application process. And if you have no idea what MBA ABC is, it's my fast growing MBA admissions coaching program that makes it possible to work with me on a budget. You get structure, support, and direct guidance from me without the one on one price tag. Okay, back to your narrative vault. Your narrative vault includes real life stories, vivid memories, turning points, setbacks, values, influences, the moments that made you who you are. These stories will fuel your essays, your interview, the short answers in the application forms. The pieces that will fill your narrative vault already exist, but you need to dig a little bit. They are in your resume bullets, in the projects you led, the decisions you made, the people who challenged you. They're in the books you read and then returned to again, the values that you've quietly followed, maybe even the regret you've never ever acknowledged until now. This part of the work isn't fast and it's not easy. But if you're aiming for the very top MBA programs, you will be rewarded for it. Doing this kind of work is the reason my candidates write essays that stand out for being deeply authentic. In MBA ABC, I give you the framework to capture these stories, organize them, and begin to see the patterns. Then, when it's time to write, you're not starting from a blank page. Instead, you're pulling from substance and using the most comprehensive essay writing guides you will ever find to structure and deliver your message. So, if you're ready to stop that useless guessing at what schools want to hear and start figuring out what you have to say about yourself as a candidate, I'd love to invite you to join me inside MBA ABC. I'll guide you through the exact steps to build your vault, shape your stories, and bring your essays to life with clarity, authenticity, and purpose. Because the most powerful MBA essays aren't written, they're uncovered. The candidates who know how to do that don't just write better essays, they apply with a lot more confidence. And that makes all the difference. So check the link in the description to find out about MBABC and what it's all about, and get in touch if you have questions about it.